in our face, man. This man keep making excuses. I'm talking about excuse after excuse for Dillion Gabriel's bad passes. I'm talking about the man in the press conference saying, hey, well, look here. Now technically, I get what he's saying, but he know he wrong because you could say these bad passes every game. It's 5 games straight that Dillion Gabriel has thrown garbage passes. I ain't talking about the DB, he threw it a little behind. I'm talking about he throwing it way behind, throwing it into the dirt. You can't make excuses for that. You cannot make excuses for a person throwing the ball in the dirt. Come on, man. If you tanking, just go ahead and say, look, we ain't putting Shedeur in. Just let us know you're not putting Shedeur in until after the Tennessee game you could finish up the tanking. Because it ain't no way possible you got a quarterback still in playing like that. The only difference between him and Joe Flacco with his 4 games, Joe Flacco, and his 5 games with Dillion Gabriel is Joe Flacco had interceptions to make his push to get him out of there relevant. Dillion Gabriel don't have the interceptions. Dillion Gabriel don't have the interceptions, so since he don't have the interceptions, it make it look like he like that, but he's not. We see the balls going in the dirt. We see the wide receiver running this way. The ball go behind him, and he look for it, and he like, well, who you throwing that to? Now, that's bad. That's very bad. Kevin, you sound crazy. You sound crazy by doing that. It's no reason. Y'all got this little bee thingy. It's no reason for a coach to justify that. You can't justify nobody being that off when they throwing the ball. It's no way, I had to slap that thing. It's no way you're missing the target like that and you could justify this. It's no way. It's no reason, no way possible. Dillion Gabriel, yes, he could hit some throws. But some throws, for the ones that he do hit and the ones that he miss, it's like night and day. The ones that he hit, you like, good job, boy. You're supposed to do that. The ones that he missed, you like, nah. Bro, I literally could have put a college boy in there for the first game and say, hey, throw the slant on this play. On this route right here, throw the slant. And they'll hit the slant. So you really can't justify it. Kevin, you making excuses to keep Dillion Gabriel, but we good. We knew this was going to be the route. We looked at it and figured it out. You probably have pushed it to 7 games. But now the way it's looking, you probably going to push it to Tennessee. You might go to the Tennessee game and only leave Shador with a solid 4 games. That's looking like what you're going to do. And I'm cool with that. Because if that's the way y'all going to operate, that's the way y'all going to operate. But when that thing open up and we come through there, we going to be out of there. It ain't going to be no way around it that Shedeur is him. You're going to have to justify that. So right now, we're going to give you this. You're going to do whatever you feel like doing. He's last in passing yards. He's last in passing yard attempts. He last in every category you don't want to be last in. Now, if he was last in interceptions, you'll be happy. Like, boy, that boy don't throw no picks. But no. Not only do he don't throw no picks, really, he doesn't even really complete the balls. He just... They could put me out there, y'all. They could literally put me out there for the 5 to 8 passes, and then if you calculate all the passes that he threw incomplete for the total 5 games, let's say he throw at least 5 passes a game bad. So that's 25 pass attempts that was just garbage. I'm talking about 25 pass attempts that he doesn't have an opportunity to complete because he's throwing them straight in the ground. If he averaged at least 5, you give me them same 25 attempts, and I guarantee you I'll be closer in the mark of hitting that play. Either I'm going to complete it or I'll be off by a little bit. Ain't no way I'm throwing it in the dirt. Not one of my passes going into the dirt. Not one. Not one. You can't be at this stage of your life throwing balls in the dirt. No way. There's no way you could say your release came down to the dirt. Ain't no way. Now, they bat it down and hit the dirt, but no, Kevin, you can't justify that, Kevin. You sound crazy. You sound crazy trying to say, well, he's not going to complete 100%. And we ain't never asked him to complete 100%. we asked to at least put the ball in a 100% catchable area. I get it on a fade route if you throw it out of bounds. I get that. I could give you that. I get it if you have an overthrow. But dirt balls, come on, man. You can't justify a dirt ball. I don't care how you try to slice that pie. You cannot justify a dirt ball. But that's what Kevin doing. He's trying to make sure we understand that. Dillion Gabriel is not that bad. And I tell him he got to work on his mechanics or he got to trust what he sees. Bro, he throwing it in the dirt. Apparently he don't see nothing. If you throwing it in the dirt, you don't see nothing. I don't get it. I don't get it. I guess it is what it is. We know it's, y'all, I'm still at 7 games, but I'm going to push it up to after the Tennessee game. I'm at least giving Shedeur 4 games. 3 in December, 1 in January. It could come before that if he, I think they trying to get them a couple more losses, y'all. I really think they want to lose to the Ravens. Well, they going to lose to the Ravens. But they tried to say he ain't never been swept before. But that's neither here nor there. So the Ravens going to be an L, but they want to lose to the Raiders, and they want to lose to Tennessee. That will help them. So we going to go from there, y'all. We are going to go from there. Cam, what's good? Let me see. Cam, what's happening? Ryan Nicole, what's good? Mike, what's happening? Keys, A329 in the building. Miss Cam, what's good? Brandon, what's happening? AJ, D. Adams, what's good? Sue Mac, Selmo, what's happening? Bro, it's rough, man. It's rough. TP, JG, you say, that's not the break. That's what always, ain't it though? Man, always lock in and just, I'm talking about making excuses for these bad passes. Like, nah, man, you got to come out and talk the truth at least sometime. Ms. Beverly, what's good? Shy, you said Kevin is a joke. Shador should ask to be put on the practice squad so the Jets can head coach use him. Shedeur can't ask for nothing, y'all. He got to ride this out. Him asking, that ain't going to be nothing he going to ask for. Because that basically telling them, man, they'll tie him up with that. They would tie that boy up with that. Jimmy, appreciate it. Jimmy Cleveland, you say, I owe Arch man an apology because as a pro, Dillion has thrown more dirt balls than Arch. Ain't that wild? And Arch got time to get better. And we could give Arch that because Arch was playing cupcake schools in school. He was playing, Arch was going against me as a D lineman. Like, bro, I ain't gonna make it past your old lineman. So yeah. He the dirt ball king. He was the dinky donk king. Now he the dirt ball. He the dink donk dirt ball. Dink donk dirt ball. Dink donk dirt ball. Dink donk. It ain't, you can't, listen, I guarantee you it's gonna look night and day when Shedeur get in the game. And everybody at practice know it, but we gotta endure this until he tired of getting up here telling these stories. DM, what's good? Badge. You say the Browns media back to saying Shedeur is not working bottom line. Miles says Shedeur is working in early and out late. We all know what it is. He got it in front of Mike and said it. Hey, look, we all know what it is. We know Shedeur him. We know they got a situation they trying to hit. They need these draft picks. They need the draft picks because the Jaguars lost, but they ranked number 19 if the draft started today. We're ranked number 4 if the draft started today, 4th pick. They got the 4th pick and the 19th pick. They trying to creep up there to at least that number 2 pick. I don't think they can get the number 1, but they trying their best. Mathis, what's happening? Brandon, you said Kevin knows he's not getting fired and he knows he can do whatever he wants. Probably not getting fired, but I don't know if he could just do what he want. I think he could hold off and he say, however you feel like saying it, go out there and say it. I got you, but Shedeur must play at least 4 games. 4. 3 they're not going to allow us because Joe Flacco had 4. So he got a bare minimum 4. So you got until the Raiders game or if you really trying to tank Tennessee. So that's where I think they're going to hit that at. Ray, my bell, what's good? Trey, you said Kevin lost the locker room. He probably have, but they ain't tripping. Just girl, you say we definitely know Cleveland media. Yeah, they go whatever whatever they want to say. So we don't never be worried about that. Zipper, you said DG dancing on the ceiling. Now see, what's gonna happen is the passes that he getting away with that should be interceptions. it's gonna be a day that he got to load them up. So he might have a day where, nah, I ain't gonna say that, but I know it's gonna be a big interception day. It's gonna be a big interception day. Jam, you say let Shedeur just chill, sees no what to make. Now you know what? In that sense, you right, but I know Shador ready to get out there. I know Shador ready to ball. Then you say, Colin, I will take whatever games Cleveland gives Shador. One thing for sure, Cleveland will finish on a positive note, which they will. They will, and everybody know the truth. That's what I want everybody to see, the truth. Like, during the game. D, what's happening? You say Kevin didn't even answer the question. He said, hey, every time. That boy ain't saying nothing every time. Jay Hamilton, you say fire everyone, sell the team, the Coach Prime. They need to. ASAP. Ty, what's good? Black, what's happening? You say if they trying to tank, why would they? That's what I'm saying. After Tennessee game, you'll be done lost the major games. You lost to the Jets. Now we got to lose to the Raiders, and then we got to lose to Tennessee. Pretty much after that, we good. Hold on, y'all. And y'all know I'm coming back at 140. Hold on. Yeah. You know I'll be back on the rock with y'all at 140. Let me see. Double R, you say Dillion Gabriel got nominated for Rookie of the Year? Nah, they ain't doing that. So, Matt, you say tanking is not fair to the players. Well, it's part of the game. It's a part of the game. But look, y'all, I'll be back at 1:40 p.m. and we're going to ride out. We're going to ride out at 1:40 p.m. We're going to get out here and we're going to chop it up. I'm going to see what else they done put out there because Kevin wildin', man. Kevin wildin'. Nah, I got to get a haircut, man. I supposed to got one last week, but I'm getting one today, Thursday. Holla at y'all. Holla. Hey, 1:40. Come back in about 2 hours. Holla at y'all. Holla at y'all.